What's up, everybody? Blitzwinger coming back at you with another video review, and today I'm taking a look at the Uncharted 3 Collector's Edition Drake's Deception Sideshow Collectibles statue, and yeah, that came in the Collector's Edition, as I mentioned before. So first off, the figure does come in this protective clam kind of thing, shell, as well as the nice box, you know, the actual box, the Collector's Edition box. There it is. Yeah, so I got this for Christmas, and I just wanted to review the statue. I thought it was kind of cool, plus I wanted to see if I could review a statue. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get to it. So Sideshow Collectibles is known as a very high quality and high class company. They do make a lot of expensive products, etc. And this was basically, they have been making a lot of like little statues and busts for a lot of like DVD special editions, etc. So this was again one of those cases. But what you have to understand is that technically speaking, this statue would be in the $40 range, or even less, considering that you also get a belt buckle and a necklace. So I mean, this is not a high class statue, so don't be expecting some sort of an amazing product like their premium format figures and stuff like that. So let's take a look at the face sculpt. So this is where the biggest problem with this statue is, and I definitely agree to this issue, but I don't agree to it to the extent that most people do, where they say that it doesn't look like Nathan Drake at all. I definitely see some resemblance to Nathan Drake, but I also at the same time agree with the fact that it could have been done much better, because when you do get close up to it, I think it might be also the expression that it doesn't really look like Nathan. But again, if you're looking at it from far away, I do believe that you can definitely recognize that this is Nathan Drake, even without having read the base where it says Uncharted. So that's the biggest issue with this piece, is that if you cannot get over the fact that it's not a perfect head sculpt, and a face sculpt, more appropriately to say, maybe you will not enjoy this particular statue. So then we'll move on down. As you can see, he's got a scarf, and what I like is that it's an actual separate piece, and it allows for the statue to have more of a three-dimensional feel. And then we move on down to the ammo belt right here, and again, it's also a 3D piece. As you can see, it actually moves, and it's not attached to anything, so technically if you wanted to, you could remove it and just leave Nathan with his t-shirt, and you could also, I think you could pull off the scarf. I mean, you could cut it off, I guess, if you don't like it at all. But so yeah, there you go. But I do like that those two pieces are separately sculpted. So then we move on down to the torso area. In the torso, he's actually very decently sculpted. You can see the colors are very nice. There is a lot of shading and extra and stuff like that. And again, I will keep mentioning the fact that for the price, it is a well-painted figure, considering that most figures for this price would be much less painted, etc. So as you can see, all the t-shirt has a lot of nice little folds and ripples, and I do like the paint application on the torso here. Then we move on down to the arms. The arms I do have a little bit of a issue with. I don't know why it feels like the hands were a little bit too small. It might just be me, and I don't know why I'm paying attention to something like that. But just pointing it out, it looks like the arms are a little unproportionate or disproportionate. That would be the right way of saying it. On the torso, I forgot to mention, he also has the gun holster, the little ring that he wears, and a pouch right here. So we move on down. The belt buckle is unsculpted, which is a little unfortunate considering that you get this figure with the collector's edition, which has the belt buckle with a lot of detail. So you'd probably want to have a little more detail on there, or at least that's what I would want to see. The gun is actually really well done, as you can see right here. When we move on down the camera, the gun right here is very well done. It does have a little bit of paint washing right here, and on the back part over here. So yeah, I mean, the gun is very well done, and it is proportionate to his body size. And that's one big thing, is a lot of times guns are made a little too small, or often a little too large for proportions. But in this case, I think it was very well executed. Then we've got his pants. Sorry for that crotch shot. His shoes, and then the nice base right here, which is kind of has a desert feel. And again, what I like is that it does have a lot of sculpting in it. So when you move your finger on it, it does feel like it might be some sort of rough, sandy terrain. And of course, the bottom right here has the Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception logo. As far as the back of the base and the sides of the base, they just have this kind of racking. Oh my god, what the hell was I trying to say there? Like a rupturing land type of thing going on all the sides, kind of like he's on a rocky terrain or something like that. And again, the bottom is just says sculpted by Sideshow Collectibles, 2011 Sony Computer Entertainment of America. Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception is a trademark of Sony Computer Entertainment America, created and developed by Naughty Dog, and it was made in China. Can you believe that? I'm just joking. Okay, so there you go. That is the statue. I definitely think it's worth the money, especially if you can afford the extra $40. You do get your value's worth, considering that the game by itself is $60, but this collector's edition is $100. I think the $40 price increase in this case is worth it, especially considering how much, let's say, the Uncharted 2 collector's edition has gone up in price. So if you can afford it, definitely take a look around and try to find and pick yourself up one of these collector's editions for the Uncharted 3 video game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, leave me a thumbs up if you did, a comment, and a subscription. That'd be really nice. So I'll catch you guys next time, and yeah, Blitz from